All right. What's going on, y'all? Mm, 1 second. Let me see if y'all can even hear me. Okay. Um, I need to stop playing around with these. I need to stop playing around with these damn apps, man. But anyways, I was moving my avatar around, trying to see what this thing talking about. But anyway, um, we in here. It's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to everybody here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. You guys can what's going on, Gail? Oh shoot, I can see comments. How you doing, love? Welcome to the show. What's going on, UFO? I wish I could highlight comments. I don't know, I gotta learn how to use this thing though. His mouth's supposed to be moving, but it's alright. As long as you guys can hear me, if you guys could put a one in the chat, that would be cool. You know, what's going on, y'all? Who up? What y'all doing? What y'all got going on? Oh, okay, I think I can. You said, who's this clear little? I've been, I've been in Asia for too long. This is this me, Gail. I done dyed, I done dyed my hair blonde. You know, I gotta turn myself white. You know, hopefully people will listen now. You know, I done turned the new leaf. Shout out to everybody here. Gail said, on my way to bed. Okay, okay, get some rest. You know. Shouts to everybody here, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully this live stream find you guys in a higher spirit. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Support the show. We're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff, man. You know, you know. Shout outs to everybody in the building, man. Man, so much stuff to talk about, man. So little time, you know. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully y'all day went good. Be in here, man. I got so much stuff to share. And I had a podcast coming, but I said, man, let me chop it up with y'all real quick before I, do anything out of the ordinary. I got so much pre-records and stuff that I was gonna work on. I said, let me just go ahead and go live real quick. I hit the like button on the way in. Man, I was gonna talk about that. No, I'm not near a fan. You guys here a fan? Uh oh. No, I'm not near a fan. I do feel some air. It's probably my phone or something. I don't know. I'm on my phone though, so I probably sound a little crazy on today's show. But let me give y'all some good game on today's show, man. I was gonna talk about that goofy ass. Did y'all see that goofy ass? It's a tapping sound. I could plug in my let me see if I plug in my let me see what y'all talking about. Give me 1 second. Oh, I got this weak connection, y'all. Got a whack jumper. Hold up. No way in hell this is picking up my what is this? Okay, hold on. Oh shit, I do hear it now. Hold on. Let me do this. What the hell is that damn noise in the background? Well, it sounds like I'm in a dungeon like shit. Hold on, y'all. Recorded live from a dungeon. Alright, yeah. I'm looking for this piece and I can't find it. Hold on. Alright, let me do this. I can't find it. Alright, let me do this. Alright, this should be a little bit better. Alright, this should be a little bit. Damn, now I gotta alternate between mics. Hold on. Okay. Well, guess we're gonna have to do this. And let me fuck. Dang, I didn't want to hook up all these damn mics and all kinds of shit on today's show, but fuck it. Alright, thank you guys. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you, Gail. Gail is always looking out. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had to plug in there we go. Oh look, I got heart stuff too. What? Yeah, I gotta plug in little mic and mics. I mean I used this thing with this microphone before and it sounded a lot better, but I guess I don't know. But yeah, shout outs to everybody here. I wanted to talk about now my avatar glitching. Lord have mercy. Can't win, y'all. Well, shout outs to everybody here. I wanted to talk to you guys about some stuff. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Thank you, Gail. Support the Cash App. Um so yeah, I wanted to talk about that Manosphere, not even Manosphere. I got two mics, but I don't want both of them to die. Because I would play the audio of the interview in one mic, but I don't know. I think I got my USB-C cord somewhere around here. I could probably charge both and whatnot. But I want to play that goofy. I mean, I'll do a pre-record. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. I'll do a pre-record if anything. But I want to play that goofy CNN BS hit piece that they did on the Manosphere. You know, that shit right there. That shit right there is the worst. What's going on, Simply Deep? What's going on? Yeah, they had that goofy ass TSN hit piece on the Manosphere, and it was the worst. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. You know, just up working, giving y'all some good content before I take a nap or wherever. Just pulling quadruple shifts, man. But CNN did this dumbass hit piece on the manosphere, and I don't know why they keep pulling out Andrew Tate and all these other people. And you know what I'm saying? What's going on, Bronze? Yeah, I had to turn white real quick. You know, maybe I might get listened to if I turn white. You know, we running some tests on the show. You know, y'all hit the like button. This hoodie fire. You dig? You dig? What's going on, Mina? But nah, they did this dumbass hit piece on the space, and it was like, man, why they keep wheeling out Andrew Tate? Like what the hell? Why they keep wheeling it? Andrew Tate don't even claim uh the manosphere or nothing like that. Uh, this woman talking about she dated this guy, how he just went dark on her and all this other stuff. It's just another feminist hit piece and stuff like that. And I don't know if CNN gets it, but a lot of CNN is the butt of a joke. You know, CNN is the butt of a joke. You know, a lot of people don't even, I don't even, I don't, a lot of these news publications, I think they've lost their luster over the years. Um, like people don't even look to the news stations for news anymore. You know, and then word's been out for a long time that they all pass around the same scripts. They just alter them a little bit different. They just alter them in a different way, and they're all passing around the same scripts. But we're gonna get into that. A lot of topics to cover. You know, Donald Trump. People are like, "Oh man, what's going on with these tariffs and stuff like that?" And whoop de whoop and get your boy and blah blah blah. Yeah, Paler Talk Radio. Yo, UFO man, you got you. Oh my God. Yeah, it's gonna get real pale, man. No, but they like, oh, get your boy Trump, whoop de whoop, and all this other stuff. It's like, man, y'all wish, man, y'all wish, man. Oh, there's a couple of things coming down the pipeline. They say Obama and Michelle Obama might be breaking up soon. Hey, after the presidency, you never know. A lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. You seen Obama come out of nowhere. You're seeing all these people come out of nowhere and shit and talking crazy about these tariffs and stuff like that, with these trade wars and stuff like that. I still think what Trump is doing is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, right? You said I think Michelle did some interviews saying those rumors aren't true, but I haven't heard it myself. I think it's that podcast. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm telling y'all, like when you're a podcaster or you're a YouTuber or whatever, like you can't really be in a relationship like that. That shit ain't gonna last long. That shit ain't gonna last long. And if you become a YouTuber or a podcaster and you decide to date or do some other stuff and you're growing or your face is out there, shit, that shit ain't gonna last long. You know, you know, shit, no matter how real you are, the last person you want to be to the person that you want to date is the podcaster. To a certain degree, you know. But it is what it is. You know, you gotta be tactful, or you gotta, deal with somebody that's tactful. You know, give and take. You know, y'all hit the like button. Support the show on the way in. It's Player Talk Radio. Good to see you guys here. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Hold on, if I can do this real quick. It I tried to pin it, but I don't know. I don't know if it worked. I don't know. But this is what I wanted to say, man. So much stuff, so much stuff going on in the world today, man. Shit. I don't even know if they reneged on it, but a lot of these YouTubers, they're hitting y'all with clickbait. TK, and I think he got found not guilty for another murder, but dude already doing like 50 years in jail for another murder. So that's crazy. You know, your boy, y'all. This is what I wanted to talk about too, and add on to it. We're gonna have, these next line of shows are gonna be crazy. But your boy, Carmelo Anthony got that bail. Shout outs to the sisters that they putting on that case. That woman lowered that joint down to 250K. So would they pay like 10%? Probably put up some property, or maybe flat out just pay the 2,500. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, thank you, Gail. What's going on, Sid? There's a tape that's gonna come out. I'm telling you, and I've been saying this, and people been stealing my quotes, man. I'm telling you that this Carmelo Anthony case, man, that twin, the dude that he popped up with that knife. The white people treating him like he George Floyd. They treating him like the white George Floyd. And I'm telling you, I'm doing good. Good to see you guys in the building. You know, y'all hit the like button on the way in. Please support the show. I'm telling you guys, white people, I ain't gonna lie, they've been overdue. They needed their George Floyd. They need somebody to complain about, and this needs to happen under Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it like that, but listen, yeah, people be like, "Oh man, Cuda, man, you gotta be careful." Nah, man, go over to Twitter. Go over to Twitter, man. Go into some of these spaces and go see what certain people are saying. They turning on Tim Pool. A lot of people. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate to say it, but Carmelo should have stayed in jail throughout his trial. You know, y'all got to learn how to play the game a little bit. You got to learn how to play the game a little bit. I want y'all to soak up what I'm telling y'all, okay? I said a good lawyer knows the law, but a great lawyer knows the judge. A good lawyer knows the law, but a great lawyer knows the judge. A good lawyer knows the law, but a great lawyer knows the judge. And my real one's gonna support today's show. Y'all hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, support a player, dropping this gem on y'all on today's show. He should have stayed in jail a little bit longer. Just at least, get funding so that he could be a PC, or he could, get a, just a, sometimes even when you're innocent, stay in a little bit longer. Let the case build. You know, be on some. I trust the justice system to do whatever, and just pull the card. He gonna be a target outside of jail. You know, people will go after him. You know what I'm saying? People will go after him. You know, you can't play it like other races can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that white skin. This is when protection, complexion for protection, kicks in. He better stay his ass indoors. He can't play sports no more. That's gone. That's done. He gonna have to play Fortnite for the rest of his life, or do a podcast, or he gonna have to. I don't know what he gonna have to do. He gonna have to become a sports analyst or something. He gonna have to do something else. You know, he not gonna be able to live this down for the next 10 years. He said putting his whole family at risk by coming home. Yeah, and then I heard also too that the family had to relocate and all that other stuff. It's like, boy, what are you doing? You know, What's going on? And one play five. We live. Let's get it, man. What's going on, big dog? It's always a treat when the real players meet, but it's much more respect when they truly connect, man. What's going on, man? He said, given that he's free for the rest of his life, yeah, he done ski. He done. Done it all, done it all. He done, man. I mean, you know, I keep telling y'all as black men, y'all don't get the luxury to protect yourself. Y'all don't get the luxury to. When that footage come out, I'm telling you, you know. And unfortunately, I'm gonna say this too, that you got a lot of black people running around looking for something to chew on also. So let people start going crazy and bucking back and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just gonna try. It's summertime coming up. I told y'all asses to stay the fuck inside the house. Y'all don't want to listen. If y'all do go out, you know, to whoever y'all hook up with, and do it, make sure you have a spare crib or something, But like I said, do it to follow by example. I'm in working on certifications and all kinds of shit. I'm not bullshitting around this year. You know, if I was in the States, I'm not bullshitting around. He said they definitely shouldn't be ordering DoorDash or Uber Eats. Oh yeah, they're gonna be poisoning the food and all kinds of shit. Yeah, yeah, you absolutely correct. I didn't even think about that. That's a great observation, UFO. Great observation. You say, yeah, some would just get this money and focus on the 20. Yeah, get these certs, man. Y'all start learning how to use certain things, get cert up, like I was saying, almost like a prisoner outside of jail. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he would have been super protected in jail, but that money could have been allocated just a little bit better. He could have got in, like a little PC thing going on. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff could have happened. But I'm not gonna say in an odd way. He was probably better in jail. You know what I'm saying? He was probably better in jail. I mean, obviously people go. I mean, shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That knife shit goes both ways. I mean, if you, I hate to say it like this, but all you can do in jail, damn near, is stab a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? So they already know what he gonna do with his back against the wall. They already know what he gonna do with his back against the wall. So I don't know how jail would have you know fared out for him, but with his back against the wall. But I think we have a good idea what he gonna do. You know. And people are trying to turn, like, even the sisters. You got a lot of fake ass sisters talk about some. See, that's what the man's supposed to do. He's supposed to go after the white man. It's like, man, if you don't get that bullshit up out of my face, it isn't. I mean, obviously, it's gonna turn into a racial thing, but that's not what it was. That black man was defending himself. It's like it always gotta be some weird sister that try to insert herself in the middle of some bullshit. We're gonna get to that a little bit later. You said I got 32 certs. Hey man, you dig? My man N1 Play 5 said I got 32 felonies. Bitch, I'm Bill Bellamy. Yeah, cert it up for certain. You dig what I'm saying? Serial cert dog. I feel you, bro. Yeah, working at 3 AI companies. So you already know I ain't, you already know I'm not telling them the wrong thing. Get them certs up. I was gonna say learn how to use AI. Yeah, I'm on Cursor too, or Cursive, or learning how to get them certs. Yeah, yeah. I'm learning how to use AI a little bit. That's on the back burner, but I got like I got a couple of cybersecurity certs and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about I'm I, I'm it's not look. I got some undercerts. I'm still working on my cybersecurity cert. I'm almost done my Google cybersecurity cert. I might pick up an A plus. Even though that shit costs too much though. I gotta holler at Stoic. Shout outs to Stoic in the building. Yeah, I got you, bro. I'll let you know. But I'm about to get the security plus. I'm gonna double around. It's like $100, but I'm gonna get the AWS Cloud Practitioner. I'm just gonna just get a whole fuckload of certs. Just revamp my whole resume. I'm trying to. I need to holler at Stoic. I'm really trying to get a help desk job, man. That would be pretty cool. Just to get a little bit of But I'm like, let me get this shit up out the way. But I'm just gonna get a fuckload of certs. I might just CompTIA out the rest of this year and stuff like that, and then because either wherever I go, I just hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? I got some wrestling, y'all. Uh I got some wrestling pre-records coming. I don't even know why I'm focused on Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, not Liv, well, a little bit of Liv Morgan too, but beyond this whole Naomi, no, not Naomi, this Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair thing, man. We about to shit. I ain't gonna lie, we about to be watching WWE over on Rumble. You know what I'm saying? Your boy about to revamp his Netflix account. I got some other stuff that I got coming for y'all. Lot of content coming. I'm just minding my goddamn business. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Let me see who we got up in here. Did you see Vince McMahon wrestling segment? I sent you. No, man. I'm about to go check my. I'm about to uninstall and reinstall my Discord, man, so I can get all the messages. I haven't got any messages from you. I haven't got any messages from Stoic. Nicer. A lot of people have been reaching out to me, and I haven't. I need to really, really lock in. I just got a lot of stuff going on right now. Like I said, I'm studying and doing all kinds of stuff and paying for school and stuff. I just got a lot of stuff going on. That's why I need you guys to hit the like button and please support the show. I really go out of my way to do these shows. And sometimes these shows be long, but I put in the work for y'all. You did. What else you guys want to know? Let me scroll down. My bad, y'all. I'm behind. You said stabbing is that UK drill wave. Shout outs to that. Man, I'm telling you, man, I don't know if they release that footage of Carmelo Anthony popping that kid and stuff. And I'm not even gonna lie, Carmelo Anthony was not de-escalating. All the other people were de-escalating it. He was not de-escalating. And even then, like I said, as a black man, you can't even defend yourself. You defend yourself, guess what? You're gonna have a lynch mob come after you. You said they more violent in other countries because guns cost more. Yeah. And then stabbing is different than some goddamn shooting. You know what I'm saying? Don't stab me. Shoot me. Don't stab me. You know. I hate to say it like that. Don't do at first of all, don't do shit to me. But stabbing, you gotta really have some type of harbored hate or some shit because stabbing is completely different. You gotta be comfortable with a nigga blood being on you, all kinds of shit. Then you popping niggas and your blade going through bone and organs and all kinds of shit. You know, that's some savagery right there. It's like, damn, dog, that's how you feel. You said I got 32 bot balling, man. Look, 32, 32. You said cool to do a live session this weekend and show niggas how to vibe and code and stuff. That NVIDIA. I mean, I'm learning how to code. This shit is confusing as hell. I'm really learning the cybersecurity thing. I don't think but eventually I'm gonna learn how to code. There's this coding video game that I'm learning. But I think it's like an AWS video game, but it's like this video game out for coding and stuff. So I might play around with that, you know. I might play around with that coding video game because I'm not really confident with coding and stuff like that. I got some beats out though, Coding and Chill Merida. If you go look it up, Coding and Chill Merida. So shout outs to my brothers headed to Mexico. The Passport Bros headed to Mexico, Merida. What's going on, Darshawn? Oh man, real player in the building, man. What's going on? Man, I gotta holler at you. I got two books I'm working on. I got this cookbook that I'm working on, Meals to Seal the Deal. And I got some stuff coming up. I do need to learn how to code though, y'all, because I'm trying to come up with the artificial AI. But I'm gonna launch him. Not this one in the background. He's not gonna look like this. But no, it's gonna be an AI. But I'm gonna launch a test on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I kind of gave y'all a clue on the last show of what he's gonna be doing and stuff like that. So I might have him replace Player Talk Radio. Not this guy behind us, but the AI that I want to put together. You said YouTube about to pop for you. I had a dream. Yeah, YouTube been about to pop for me. I had several dreams, man. I'm the original Martin Luther King, man. Last video got 12K. 12K views. So thank God we getting back into the algorithm somewhat. They lifted. I could apply for monetization right now, but they lifting. They might. I don't know. I don't know. Let me tell y'all something, man. When shit ain't going right and you're a small YouTuber, like us here, Darshawn, Gail, all of us, like Stoic, all of us, and everybody here with a YouTube channel. Let me tell y'all something. You're not tripping. When you're a small YouTuber, YouTube is very hard for you. You understand? That's not no bullshit. Y'all hit the like button and support the show. I'm dropping some good game. All right. Y'all hit the like button, hit the Cash App. You know, look out for your boy. Listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. When y'all small YouTubers, you are not tripping. YouTube is harder for you. Okay. YouTube is harder for small YouTubers. You understand? And the content is more real too when you a smaller YouTuber. YouTube is harder for smaller YouTubers. Don't get it twisted. Okay? It's easy for the bigger YouTubers. They don't really have to do nothing but just, they're a footholder. They just gotta produce content. You dig? Shout outs to Darshawn McAway. Make sure you guys follow Darshawn McAway. You dig? My boy D Mac in the building. Make sure y'all follow him and support a fellow black author. You said, yeah, security is a needed must. You said I got Security Plus and Linux plus A plus, got them with a WGU degree. Yeah, I was thinking about doing WGU also too, because I do need a college hack, but I gotta just do a bunch of credit classes on Sophia first, because I am still trying to get my that's another thing I'm turning around and trying to get. But I think the tech stuff will make it a little bit easier for me to turn around and get my like basically it's a bachelor's, so it's easy. I could teach everywhere in Asia if I wanted to. I could go teach in a physical class and stuff like that and just have a whole bunch of stuff. Uh, fuck. All right, my bad. I had to. God damn it! It's starting already. One of my microphones went out. Where's this charger? Hold on. One of my mics went out. Where's my USB-C cable? Now, when you need a USB-C cable, hold on. There it is. Hold on. We got a little bit of charge. I was gonna say, I was saying that I'm doing the same thing also. I'm like I'm studying. Hold on. It's like all of this. Where is this damn cable? Hit the like button, support the show. I'm going out of my way. content today. Uh, what I was saying is, where's the damn power bank? God damn, I'm behind on comments. Hold on, y'all. I do want to go back and go listen. Okay. I do want to go back and go listen to those old shows though. Okay. Good. I do want to go back and go listen to those old shows though. Everybody's like, "Oh, you don't need CompTIA. You don't need CompTIA." I know they were yelling all year last year, "Oh, you don't need CompTIA." Nah, you need a little bit of CompTIA, man. CompTIA is good to have on your resume, you know. But I got the Google Cyber. I will have the Google Cybersecurity Plus. Google Cybersecurity cert before the end of this month, and then I think you get 30% off your CompTIA course, so that's good. I was thinking about getting the A plus, but it's like I don't know. I was thinking about getting the trifecta, the Network Plus, the A plus, and maybe I don't know if I fuck around and find out I like ethical hacking, I might do the little pen. I don't know. There's this other cert though on I'm doing labs soon. I'm gonna dive into that. But there's this other cert on Go Try Hack Me or something like that. I think it's called the SAL1 or something like that. That should look cool. But there's like I said, I'm gonna double back and probably get the AWS Cloud Practitioner, and I'm just about to just start collecting certs like Pokemon cards and just see where the hell I want to go. Cause also too, y'all, I'm looking for I'm looking at Nvidia. Nvidia got a whole. I might get that CUDA cert, y'all. Nvidia got a whole certification program and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, you know what? Let me go to Nvidia and see what they got going on. See, I forgot what cert I was looking at their AI. Nvidia has an AI certification. I'm thinking that, thinking about getting. You said, but I do want to learn how to code though, you know. Yeah. Shout outs to Darshan in the building. Always good to see you, man. You said, yeah, just keep getting them. You said, son, we mad Liddy, Cert City. Yeah, man, for certain. You said, you can get mad remote jobs too. Yeah, get them certs. You said money at the crib while you stream. Yeah, man, I'm abroad, so I ain't gonna lie. I didn't, but I feel that I did, but I didn't, but I feel that I did, but I didn't. I felt like, I wasted a lot of time, being abroad. I could have knocked all of that stuff out the way, which I could have, but I don't care. I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? I still learned how to play the piano. I still produced books. I still dropped legendary shows. I'm still dropping game. You know what I'm saying? I've built a beat channel. Produced two books and an audio one, and and just accomplished a lot of stuff. So like I said, and learned how to play the piano enough to make beats. So I'm like, I didn't really waste time. I did what the hell I wanted to do. But I ran into a lot of roadblocks, being abroad, that I would share with you guys in the books. And, some of you guys know about some of the stuff that I've ran into, and I appreciate you guys rocking with me through thick and thin. And, like I said, on the back end, I'm living it. I'm doing my thing, you know, um, I just gotta have as much weapons. I just ran into to a roadblock, and I'm like, all right, this ain't gonna happen again. You know, I'm like, man, I just need to arm myself with as much weapons as I can possible. So that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Arming myself with as much weapons as I can possible. You know, because there's things that you can't do in Asia that traveling to Asia is one thing. Asia is like the strictest out of all these places that anybody could travel. So I'm like, all right, let me arm myself with something real quick. So I got my TEPL earlier this year, and I said, you know what, Kuda, keep this going. Every month or every other month, you need to have some type of cert or degree coming in. And I said, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. This is the year of the nine. This is the year of the snake. This is my what you call it? My not my enemy year, but my I forgot what they call it. This is my good year. You know what I'm saying? My birth year and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, get as much stuff done. Get as much stuff done in your prosperous year. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully the zodiac and all that shit is on my side and shit. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get these certs and stuff like that. You said his life as he knew it was over regardless of the verdict. He is now the Black George Zimmerman. Yeah, man, you know what? I was gonna make a lot of comparisons with Zimmerman. Look at how Zimmerman could walk around and he defended himself. But what's going on, Raven? Look at how Zimmerman walked around and he defended himself, but Carmelo Anthony, he can't do shit now. And his family in trouble. You know? Any of those resting pre-recordings have yeah, absolutely. Absolutely Simply Deep, because I'm ramping up to drop a lot of stuff over on Rumble, or maybe some stuff on YouTube to lead y'all to the Rumble, because there's stuff I just really can't, cover on YouTube without super extensive commentary. You know, y'all please hit the like button on the way in. Hit the Cash App. Support today's show. We about to go in a little bit deeper. All right, what's going on, Jr.? You said, what do you think about CGA taking shots at the whole space, especially Rolo? I'm not even gonna lie. CGA got the 21 convention behind some of the stuff that he doing, and I don't even know why he taking shots. What's the whole point of him taking shots at the space for? He been eating off the space. I've been seeing so much goofies on Facebook that claim to not like the red pill and not fuck with the red pill, turn around and use red pill talking points. And thank God, Obsidian. I see Obsidian on Facebook checking a lot of people too about that. So shout outs to Obsidian, you know. You said you have my math. I gotta re-download Discord and hit you up. London Gang Savages. Yeah, man. CGA basically called Rolo a racist because of that hit piece they did on Rolo. Yeah, like I said, he got goddamn the 21 convention boys behind him. So if he want to get invited to the cookout, he got to go after Skeletor. You said, however, if that's all I have to work with, yeah, Gail said she gonna pop y'all with that knife. Let me say, the niggas getting cut up like a birthday cake, man. You said look you in the eyes while they rearrange your organs. Yeah, twisting knives and stuff. They got all kinds of fucked up knives. I remember back in the day when Jessica X was training. Y'all be wondering how Jessica X became so savage. She got her training over here on Player Talk Radio. Y'all go do y'all homework. Where Jessica X came from. She didn't come from no damn Fantastic. But anyway, there was this blade that we used to laugh at and we were making fun of it, and I talked about it on the old Player Talk radio show, um, on the old Third Shift, right? Because I'm revamping Third Shift. Third Shift is coming back. Granted that you guys support the show and stay rocking with me. Um, Look up this blade called I think it's called the Jessica X. You know, it's like a twirling blade, and it's like if somebody like you don't even have to fuck around with that shit. If somebody pops you one good time, you need you need a prestigious surgeon to put your ass back together. No regular motherfucking surgeon gonna be able to put your ass back together if you get popped with that joint. Like it's just how the blade is and how it's shaped that if it hits you, it's going to hit something. Oh shit, hold on, let me screenshot that. And one play five. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Try hack me. There's a lot of different places now. Like honestly, they giving degrees away. They giving certifications away like candy. you know. But I do need to learn how to code. I think I'm looking at coding the wrong way. Nothing is never really hard, it's just new. And I hate to say it, and maybe this might be a little narcissist or whatever. I rarely ever think this way, so that's why I'm sharing it with y'all. So maybe I'm not bugging. But I'm looking at dumbasses on the internet, and I don't even know why I'm calling them dumbasses. Maybe I'm out my element. I don't know. But I'm like, shit. I'm just looking at a bunch of people like if they can do it, I can do it too. You know, I'm looking at coding Keishas. Hey, I didn't know there's so much hoes in fucking tech. I said, oh, all right, if she can do it, I can do it. She probably got one of them simps to cheat on her CompTIA test. But hey, look, if she can get a coding job, if you got some coding Keishas doing help desk and security analysts and all kinds of shit, I'm like, man, shit, if she can do it, I can do it. God damn, you know. Twerking code. I'm like, she twerking and coding and shit. I'm like, all right, now, y'all go look at all the major stuff that guys used to do now in STEM classes and shit that in STEM, STEM jobs and stuff that guys used to do now. There's a bunch of women in there now twerking. I saw this one woman twerking driving a truck. There's a whole niche of Keisha truck drivers wearing bonnets and twerking while hooking up their trucks and shit like that. So some of y'all stop fucking around and go get y'all CDL and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm damn near the only person on here telling y'all this year, just cert in, get all them. Look, have like two different careers or something in y'all back pocket before 2030 hits. I'm telling you, come 2030, the world is going to be unrecognizable. Trust me, okay? America changes every 4 years, you know? And it's not following the presidents, y'all. But it kind of is too, but it's not. You know. He said, I've put the video on your wish. He said, might be my command section. Okay, I gotta check that. Oh, in the group. Okay. He says start with the Khan Academy if you want to wrap your mind around code logic. It'll be a solid foundation. I appreciate that, Stoic. Yeah, man. I'm like, man, I gotta reach out to Stoic. I'm like, man, Stoic would never believe that I'm almost halfway done my Google cybersecurity cert. And I still gotta go back. What's going on, brother Love? Good to see you, player. Big dog in the building. I still gotta go back and do some labs, so I just been locked in, y'all. Niggas up here talking about some, hey man, cool as you, man, you need to be showing women that hate you now. Man, shut up, man. You got a lot of fake tech dudes running around these spaces too. I was telling Stoic about that too, the fake ass tech niggas, man. Stoic, the only one really around here dropping game like that for real, for real. There's only a handful of tech dudes around here dropping game, and these dudes be lying and shit, talking about I went to school for computer science, and that don't show one degree or cert. You haven't heard no tech shit from them. They just want to talk about women all day, and they can barely do that. You know. He said, "Don't trip, niggas ain't even connecting Claude desktop." Yeah, I heard about Claude from one of my students and stuff like that. I was like, man, what the hell is Claude? Because I was asking him if he was using DeepSeek and stuff like that. He's like, I'm afraid to touch it. I'm like, dang, you know. Yeah, I heard about Claude. I need to go down. I wonder if it's in the iOS store. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, y'all hit the Cash App. Y'all support the show. Brothers really out here dropping real good game. It said, yeah, you can, yeah, I can tell your YouTube run is starting now. We're starting to see the vibes. Yeah, man, they raised that damn ban they had on my channel. They demonetized me, Gail, for 2 seconds, and I didn't even say nothing. They were just looking for a reason to demonetize me, and then you know what they do? They hit you with the reused content. Y'all know me. I do commentary on videos. Hold on. God damn it. Always something. Y'all know me. I do commentary on videos, but I barely even make it through. I barely even make it through the videos. How much commentary I do on videos? But they try to hit you with the reuse content. You said Trump bitch slapped Google. Google getting that act right since Doge hunting. Uh-oh. Yeah, a lot of stuff is going on, man. Y'all gotta pay attention to it. A lot of stuff is going on. What was I about to say? They were talking about Apple, you know. Um, they were talking about Apple and them tariffs and stuff like that. Get the ITE cert. Okay, damn. All these. Okay, we back. My bad. I don't know what the hell happened. Hold on, y'all. ITE cert. Okay, all these certs. We gonna catch these certs like Pokemon, y'all. No, but they were talking about yeah, I'm getting the channel back off the ground because they demonetized your boy. But they were talking about Apple, like why Apple don't even really have to stay in America. He said perfect for Asia, increased job potential. Can do all of that here in Asia, no time wasted. Yeah, that's another thing I heard too. Like with these certifications, I heard you'll get a job in Europe. You can get a job from a tech company in Europe and in Asia quicker than America. You know. You said, "Yep, new cert or degree every month. It's AI season, and it moves to apps made with business every month. Yeah, and also software development and stuff like that. What's going on, Untitled? Yeah, that gun sold for a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I wish a black man would buy that shit and put a damn switch in that joint. But that gun did sell for about 100K at a gun show. Absolutely, that's a collector's item right there. I ain't gonna lie, some of these families, I know it sounds fucked up, but this is how much black people die. Some of these black families should demand the murder weapon of their child and get paid. Put that shit in a museum or something like that. I know it's a weird flex, but y'all ain't thinking as dark as I am. You said, yeah, I'm a one life path. 2026 is yeah, 2026 is your year, man. Yeah. I'm a number nine. You know, shouts to the 9 people in here. I'm a number nine. If you guys can hear me, I know I had some interruptions earlier. My name on Rumble is DJ Kuda or Player Talk Radio. You said Red Pill kind of turned into a circus now. It's not cool to be it's now cool to be anti-Red Pill. People always been anti-Red Pill. Now they're just turning around and oh, thank you, Gail. There it is. What's going on, Tara? Good to see you, player. You see, Shorty trying to check us on that Tyra Banks pre-record. Y'all go check out my pre-records, man. Them shits is fire. You did. But Red Pill has turned into a circus because the people that's talking and the people that's represented it, they're not even Red Pill. Andrew Tate ain't Red Pilled. But if you go look on these motivational streams and stuff like that, and these motivational videos and stuff like that, they Andrew Tate it up, you know? Yeah, absolutely, Tara. Make sure you have a productive day in class, okay? Shout outs to all my players, getting to that education and getting to that chicken, man. You don't need to be in school to be a scholar. Use that AI chat to learn anything. Yeah, definitely. Man, I was reading an article though that was produced in Japan though, and they confirmed everything that I was saying that a lot of people are too dependent on AI, and the bad thing is that when you are too dependent on AI, humanity is gonna be fucking up the zillennials, the tail end zillennials, and the and the betas, like I was saying, because we go off of emotional intelligence and a lot of different other stuff, and in the future, if the power go out, man, and man, them fucking kids ain't gonna know what to do. You know what I'm saying? AI don't go off of rationale. AI don't go off of reasoning. AI don't go off of ethics. It don't go off of none of that shit. That should just go off of straight data. Data is AI's emotion. Mm, mm, mm. I be dropping gems, man, just at the drop of a hat, y'all. There he go. What's going on, Coffee? Shout outs to Coffee Nino in the building, man. Hollywood in the building, man. Shout outs to Coffee. Yeah, there's a lot of fake tech dudes, man. Look at how M1 Play 5 come through. He not you not wearing that shit on you. Look how much certs you got. You don't wear that shit on your jacket like that unless you want to talk about it, or you chopping up some game. But these dudes, man, I'm a tech guy. I'm a tech guy. Techie, 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 techie. Don't be talking about nothing, man. Only a handful of guys in the space. Shouts to Keep It Techie. Shouts to Gabe. Shouts to Azrael. Shouts to a couple guys. You said I worked at Apple under Steve Jobs. Yeah, the Foxconn shit. That shit is crazy. I think Steve Jobs would have kept Apple very pure, though. I think Apple would have been a different company by now. You know. Shout outs to N1 Play 5. That's interesting. Claude made by Anthropic. Anthropic is Anthropic. Uh, Anthropic. Hold on. Is a split from the original Open AI team. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. And one play 5. Okay. Yeah, I was told about Claude. You said I'm good. I'm just up listening, about to get out and drive around and see what I can catch on camera. Okay. Getting that B-roll, man. Getting that bro. You know. Be careful out there, Coffee. He said, yeah, you will get 200 to 600K jobs right now with certs and AI skills. Yeah, I see. I don't care. I mean, anything in like the 50s and the 60s is cool. I ain't even really try to make that much money abroad like that for real, because then here come the taxes. If you make under like what, like 40K or some shit, like 30K or something abroad, I think it's tax exempt or something. But I'm tax exempt now. Because all of this stuff, I'm writing this all this stuff gonna go back into the business. YouTube as a business, and like I said, I still do the bookkeeping. I still got the bookkeeping thing going on the side. So I already have my QuickBooks account. I just plug in all this stuff and all my numbers and stuff like that, and just have it organized. I do gotta contact my H&R Block rep, and sooner or later I'm not even gonna need her ass anymore neither. So ITE is a Asia Specific Technical certificate. I that's how it's spelled. Like, you know, helps you skip over degrees that require 13 countries. What? Including Singapore. What? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, y'all. Like, I know I'm getting my Security Plus. I don't know if I want to get the CompTIA, the triple thing, I mean, I don't know yet. But man, I've been running it up on the native stoic. I'm like, yo, I'm about to be doing 60 to 100 a day, dog. I've been running it up on native camp. You did? On the back end. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna look up that ITE. I gotta weaponize everything I got while it's good. You said my God cert is my Cisco. Yeah, I was looking at the Cisco one too. Was it the CCNA or this? Was it CCNA? I ain't gonna lie, man. This tech shit and all these damn acronyms, man. I'm about to. I got that's yo. That's what I need to do today. Y'all hit the like button. Please support the show. I'm about to run down to the store today and get some flashcards. You know, and I've been listening to Professor Messer, and I got a couple of courses on I'm doing a couple of courses on Coursera though, but I got a couple of courses on Udemy that I'm listening to, you know. But yeah, if you guys can hit the like button and support the channel, definitely like I said, I'm speeding up my education. There's a couple of courses I do want in books that I do need to get also. And just all of that money, I'm gonna pour that shit back into the channel and other stuff. So you know, I just want to go get some certs, get a nice little chunk, continue to run the channel and go sit my ass down. You did with a cigar and just chill. Shit. I might even try to drive a damn train when I get back home. Yeah, there's so much being dropped in this episode, soaking it up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And one play five and Stoic definitely link up too. Same thing with Terra and also to who was I saying that got to link up with Stoic? I was telling them they got to link up with Stoic. Stoic, one of the real tech brothers in the space and sharing the knowledge. Cause and one play five, like I know, and Stoic and everybody here, like I know, man. Tech game shit. Nobody. It's every man for themselves. You know. Red Pill a circus. It's because it's full of goofy niggas with zero swag, aura, and hate girls that got it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You already know. You already know. Shout out to my boy Cardi. You said been full of grifters. It's wild. You know how niggas can't get women and got the in the man. Listen, I was just talking about that. Yeah, like I was just talking about that to one of my students that you know how we have all of this communication and technology and stuff like that, and people don't know how to communicate. You can communicate on a tablet, a laptop, a phone, um, um, the internet on the phone, all of this stuff. You can communicate, with people, not just women. And people don't know how to communicate. Social media, all these apps, you know, people don't know how to communicate. How you not know how to talk? Or how is it a hard thing for you guys? and how you can't utilize it to figure out the game. You know, I'm telling you, I'm about to drop an AI wingman soon. That's kind of why I'm like, hey man, I'm all right. All right. I got something coming for y'all. You know, I'm telling y'all, man, this shit crazy. Can't be having all of these problems with women and you got all this technology. Women are definitely utilizing technology to pull niggas. Women done utilized OnlyFans. You know, y'all hit the like button, support the show, man. These broads got a whole tariff on y'all asses, and y'all and niggas don't even know, man. You said, be independent on AI. Be dependent on AI. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These kids not gonna know how to think for themselves if the power go out. You know, prompt your reasoning into it. Prompt your reasoning into it. Warm the AI up with your sentiment, and then prompt. Don't just blank prompt and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why he tweaking. I don't know. I think he's supposed to be moving when I'm talking, but I don't know. I don't think my mic signal is hitting my tuber. You know. You said niggas be capping. They not really outside. It's just a grift about. Yeah, yeah. But see, this is what I wanted to get to that because you know what I'm saying. And one play five, you dropping gems in the chat. I'm trying to figure out why could Coach Greg Adams go against the space and certain people and stuff like that. You know, he defaulted to tricking. And I get it. I mean, like I've been saying for the longest time, tricking is an older man's game. You know, 35 and up. If you tricking 35 and up, cool. You know, honestly, as a player, I think it's a waste because I think you should go into your 40s. I really think tricking is a after 40s thing because, like, you know, you get better as a man, you know, in your 30s, hopefully. You know, even if you're a late bloomer and stuff like that, your 30s should be somewhat lit. You know, you get better as a man. And honestly, it's like you missing a second prime if you spend those years tricking. Because, see, the older you get as a man, your dating pool opens up. That's when you start to really start to that's when the game really start getting interesting and stuff like that. The tables start to turn. See, when a woman is 16, 14, 15, her dating pool just opened up. That's why they be dating 30-year-olds and old ass niggas when they young like that and shit like that, you know? And honestly, a woman's dating pool opens up all up in her 40s and 50s too. But the piece of it that they like or that they get from it, it starts to simmer down when they get a little bit older. But between their some of their 30s and their 20s, that shit wide open. But as a young man, your dating pool is like a seed in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Your dating pool hasn't even you know jumped off the porch yet. This is why I'm laughing at niggas when they be thinking that they got game and they thinking that they're not really listening to a player when he talking to them. You know what I'm saying? In these spaces, and it's like, boy, you want to sit up here and talk about dating all day, but want to question a player and shit. And it's like you're looking at what a player is saying as a joke because the thing is that they don't even know about dating and shit. They're having problems with women and their dating pool hasn't even opened up. And it's like, dang, dog, you can't even tell a grown ass man to stick to it. It gets better because he's so ungrateful with the game. The game gonna find its way to put its foot in your ass if you're not gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when you get older, your dating pool opens up. That's why a man is at the tip top of his dating game when he's in his 40s and his 50s. Your 30s, shit just start getting fun because guess what? If you want to date a woman in her 40s and 50s, you can do that. And nobody will really bat an eye. If you want to date a woman that's a little bit younger, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you really start to get options when you're in your 30s and sitting up there chasing Poonan and throwing that shit away. You know, every so often I get it. If you ain't a player, go on your missions and shit. But Y'all niggas fucking everything up. You fucking up your mind for real, for real. You know, 'cause being in your 30s with an addiction to trick sex ain't where it's at. You know, you said it's under a 120K tax exempt under the foreign earn exclusion. Okay, yeah, I knew it was a weird number. It goes up and down. You know. Okay, hold on. Did I catch up to the Bro, I'm starting to try to do like 20 of them joints, man. But I think ain't it like if you do 50 pop-up classes, that's like $100. But like I'm just trying to do a bunch of classes, get a bunch of book classes, cause once you get a bunch of book classes, I lowered my rate too. I lowered my rate to like 717 for book classes. But bro, I be getting the what you call it, the pop-up classes every hour. And it'd be 15 and 20 minutes, per class. So I'm like, okay, you know. But yeah, man, I'm using that to pay for school and stuff like that, and I'm using that to because the channel is behind. Like, definitely we need to catch up on the support with the channel, but you know, I need to learn Callan method though. That's what I was supposed to do a couple months ago. Sit down and learn Callan method. I just dived into the security and the other stuff. I need to learn Callan method because they, what's going on, Nicer? There she go. You know. Okay, what is going on? Some of y'all comments are disappearing. Okay, I think I can't see y'all comments anymore. What is going on? But yeah, I've been just like I said, I just been going after a bunch of certs and stuff like that. You said how many classes can you bang out in an hour? Well, you can do 2 to 3 in a little bit over an hour. Earlier today, I didn't get it though, because I basically was just doing a bunch of classes. If you had spent, and it was a little one, they had better ones last week. But if you had spent 3 hours on standby mode, you get an extra $3, which isn't bad. If you but like right now, I should be teaching right now because it's a lot of people. But even if it's like less people, even if it's blue, I just go on standby mode and still get a bunch of students. You know what I'm saying? You know. So I'm like, man, okay, I'm gonna use that for something. And I'm gonna also pour some of that into the channel, but I'm using that for my schooling at the moment. You know. This is how you do it. You gotta be up at where I'm at. I'm 2 hours behind Japan and Taiwan. So I gotta be up at 4 a.m. to start my day. I got to be up at 4 a.m. And then after 7, like 8 a.m., um, everybody's like at work. So a lot of Japanese people, they wake up early. They get their education in, and they even at nighttime they get their education in. Man, listen, all at 9, 10, 11 p.m. here, I still get students and I'm teaching, which means that they up at like 11, 12 a.m. in Japan and in Taiwan and the places and stuff like that. So 4 a.m. where I'm at is probably you probably an hour ahead of me. So you probably got to be up at like 5 or 6 or whatever. But there's a rush in the morning, and that's where like most of the incentives is, the promotions is, and then there's like between like 9 a.m. and maybe 10 or sometimes 9 a.m. to the rest of the day, depending on the day, man. That should be busting. I'm like, dang, you know. But what you want to do is you want to get booked classes. If you're gonna be there and be on standby the whole time, you might as well get book classes, but sometimes you might have to lower your rate. So I said, you know what, I'll lower it to 717. It was at like 8 something, but I'll lower it to 717. I ain't tripping, you know. 4 to 7 a.m. and like if you start at like 3 p.m. in the evening, all the way to like late, yeah. Even on like 9, 10 p.m. you could be teaching, you know. Man, them Japanese people smart as hell, you know. Them Japanese people smart as hell, man, compared to the West. So yeah, you know. But if you on for 5 hours, you literally could make like maybe probably like 70, like 60, $70 maybe. You said kick this dude off the screen. He keep looking at his watch like he got somewhere to be. Yeah, he at a bus station at this point. I talked a little bit about the CGA drama. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a show on it. Like I said, Coach Greg Adams can't really say much about the red pill. He eats off the red pill, and then at the same time too, you know, he's pro tricking. Yeah, if you do 10 hours a day, man, you gonna listen. I was saying if you make 100 ball a day, $700 a week is easy. You know, $700 a week is crazy. You know, so like I was telling my friend back in America, I'm like, bro, you just teach online, bro. But that shit is hard work, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like you gotta be drinking water. I ain't gonna lie. Be in the middle of a class, you start getting tired. You don't want to yawn. You gotta, you know, smile and shit. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about headed out where you at. Or double back going to Nong Kai and go sit down for a little bit and go finish these certifications out, man. You know. I've been working, y'all. Trust me. I've been working. I've been getting these certs, man. I'm about to go look up that cert. How long you think it's gonna take to get that ITTE cert? How long you think it's gonna take to get that ITTE cert? Because that and the security plus is like you said, work 25 hours a week, make like 2K a month. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know you could run the money up on that shit like that, like just like that. You're gonna be a little bit tired, but I mean, as long as you got a decent schedule and you just bust your ass on that joint for like a month, them checks and you know how to budget them checks gonna start regulating themselves. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna do what LT man say, put a couple hundred away in Bitcoin and some other stuff and you know, invest back into the, you know, invest back into the into the channel and stuff and I got it, you know. Granted that the show gets the support that it needs. Y'all hit the like button and support the show, y'all. Hit the Cash App. Nicer said, "Oh, he ain't even wearing a watch. That's even worse. Boot him. Drop him. We're fasting at drop him." Oh man. Shout outs to everybody here, man. We done hit 4K. We done hit that 4K. Yeah. But yeah, Coach Greg Adams, man, anything he say about Rolo Tomasi, he kind of got put up to it. He got to go after Skeletor because, 21 convention, they They just so anti fresh and fit, you know. What happened to Fresh and Fit, man? I thought they were supposed to be reaching back to the manosphere and be working with people. Y'all see how quick that shit didn't happen? Wasn't they going in on Kevin Samuels not putting people on? I thought they were supposed to make their rounds. I saw Alpha Male Strategies. He's doing a YouTube crash course. He charging $200 to teach y'all about YouTube, y'all. That's crazy. But hey man, you gonna get that, you know. 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. What about the evenings? You can, man, listen. All you do is you go on the camp, you go to your schedule and go look at when that shit light up red. And honestly, if your ratings is up, you just gonna get people anyway. And then honestly, I don't know. They said recently there's a shortage between like 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. So they're like giving out incentives for teachers to be on on at that time. So I'm like, dang, you know. Yep. 4 to 7, 9 to 1, and 3 to 9. Yeah. Satan the Sinner has done like 1,000 videos on Fit and Fearless claiming that he's plagiarizing stuff. What you say, Cool? All these people plagiarizing, man. All of these people plagiarizing. I'm seeing a gang of women just repeating stuff verbatim that they saw here, and I'm like, man. And people are acting like that information is new and shit, you know? Yeah, 25 hours a week and making 2K is good. Yeah. Like I said, I would take a help desk job. That's cool, you know. Or something in the tech field, you know, now that I've sat down and grown an interest in it, you know. Oh shit, even Gabe. I heard Gabe came out with a tech course. A cybersecurity tech course. So that's worth listening to. But yeah, I need to go to the store. I need to get some medicine. I've been sick, but I've been studying, y'all, you know. So if y'all can, y'all can hit the like button and support the show. I'll run down there, grab some medicine, cause on my way there, I'm gonna grab some flashcards. You know, I'm gonna grab some flashcards and make sure I know all of these damn acronyms and stuff like that. CISSP and CM, and learning about threat actors, and now I'm like studying not penetration testing, but I'm learning now about what are you talking about now? I'm learning now about like audits and like different like accounting and stuff like that in cybersecurity and authentication and what's it called? I forgot the name of it. There's so much, man. There's so much stuff to. You can't help but cram learning cybersecurity. I ain't gonna lie. Then I ain't gonna lie. I am cramming because I'm like, you know, I'm learning. I'm taking a 6 months course and getting it out the way in a month. You know, in less than a month. So, so it requires broad knowledge, few months of studying. Okay. I think, but see, this is the thing though. When I get all of these damn certs, cause they kind of being vague about it, and they want to know if you know what you know on on the interviews and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have a very colorful resume. I'm not gonna necessarily downplay my certs, cause I want when they discover, oh, this person got certs and stuff, and be like, oh, on top of that, but I'm gonna upplay my transferable skills. That's really what I want to do. I'm gonna get Chat GPT to what you call it, really help me with my resume this next time around, and I'm just gonna upplay my transferable skills. You know. Good night, nicer. Yeah, they got flashcard apps. Yeah, I think they do have flashcard apps, but I'm gonna get like physical flashcards. Yeah, there is a lot of traffic between 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or a need. So what time is that? That's like if you're in Japan, that's probably like lunchtime for them or something, you know, or a break. So some people try to, take a 25-minute, probably hour break or something. Shout outs to Nicer in the building, in the boudoir, you know. Um, Shout outs to everybody here. If you guys are supporting the show, I probably can't see it because I am on my phone. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even know why I asked you guys to support the show. I can't even see it. But to give you guys a shout out when it pops up. I can't even see if you guys are supporting the show. But yeah, lot of stuff to talk about. Like I said, with the Carmelo Anthony thing, man, he got to be careful, man. His ass need to be inside getting certs and stuff like that. Honestly, I think that the government should Casey Anthony him. You know, I mean, he really can't hide from his family or disappear from his family, but I think they should really, he need a new identity, man. He should just leave the United States, honestly. That nigga need to go to Mexico or some shit and just start over till people forget. Like, if he disappeared for like 4 or 5 years, people will forget. White people ain't gonna forget, but, niggas will forget, you know. He just need to go sit down in Costa Rica or somewhere and just go play sports there, do whatever he needs to do, you know. I don't know why people think that when it's over in America that they think, oh man, life is over. It's like, no, it's not. There's a whole fucking world out here. Like, America is not life. You know, shit. Some of y'all better flying out, go buy a Xbox or a PlayStation out here and flying back because they put them tariffs on that ass. That's it. You know. Shout outs to Nicer. Nicer bought a mic before the tariffs kicked in. But yeah, man. I want y'all to go look on social media now and see what I was telling y'all before. I still got those videos coming too about those cars. I knew the car. I told y'all months ago. I'm like, they don't want this car in America because it'll take over. There's this car that's out here, this car company from China called BYD. They got butterfly doors. They got all the different kinds of little cars out here. And Stoic has seen them too in Vietnam. We were talking about it. And now you got all these black people and people on the internet talking about some man, America lied to us and China just exposed Fendi and all these other places. I've been telling y'all for like over a year now. China is years at this point. I've been out here. China is not fucking worried about the USA. Y'all let people lie to y'all. China is not worried about the USA. I was telling y'all, when I got my TEFL that I wanted to go teach in China and stuff like that, get this degree shit out the way. Even though I can get somebody to doctor up a degree out here and just go head to China and go teach. I want to do it the right way, right? But I'm telling y'all, there's a place that's full of African people in China called Guangzhou. And people go there because the labor's there. You don't have to outsource no damn work. You don't got to do shit. China got flying cars, all kinds of shit. China got like none of the apps work in China. YouTube, all that other shit, you gotta use like you gotta use VPNs and all kinds of shit. You can't access certain shit. That's why I'm like, dang, I don't know if I really want to go to China just yet, but China has the opposite of everything the U.S. has. Shit. China has the opposite of everything the U.S. has. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. One second. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, y'all. All right. I wonder if this thing works. All right. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, man, this is actually cool. I'm gonna start using this thing more. Okay. But yeah, China is not worried about no goddamn USA. I can assure you, China is not worried about no goddamn USA. You know, um, like I said, they got the shops there. You can go to China, y'all. Every single one of y'all, you can go to China. You can go to China and have your own clothing company for like a Netflix subscription. All right, maybe I'm bullshit. Maybe like $100 a month. You can go to China and have your own. You can make your own shoes. You can have your own clothes, your own shirts. You can wear your own clothes. You can sell your clothes within China. You don't have to leave. You know, you're not gonna be making no bullshit money. The yuan is crazy. You know, the yuan is crazy. You know, the labor's there, so you can visit the actual shops that's gonna be making your products. So if it's a problem with quality, or if quality's a issue with you, you know, I'm telling you, China is not worried about the U.S. I've been saying this for the longest time and stuff like that. They got to keep the morale of you. They got to, China's not worried about the U.S. China can. I ain't gonna lie. Trump was having a pissing contest with them until he realized that, damn, we totally forgot. We got to keep the U.S. citizens sedated. Cell phones and electronics and stuff like that. American people ain't making them shits. And then the material it takes to make that stuff. Man, American people ain't making that shit. Americans ain't trying to sit up there and try to assemble no damn phone. Like I said, we're spoiled. We're spoiled. You know, we know the price of shit. That's why we going crazy over eggs and shit like that. It's like, man, that ain't that price. Go look at the inflation from the '80s till now. I go look at Doug DeMuro. He talked about like older cars and stuff back then. You go look at like the Rolls Royces and certain things that were symbols of wealth back then and trinkets and stuff like that. $100,000 Rolls Royce that you can go buy at an auction now. And Bentley and stuff that you can go buy at an auction now. That if the radiator go out, that's it. But you can go buy that shit at an auction right now for like 10K, maybe 5K, 6K, maybe even damn near 2 grand, because people already know. Back in the day, in the 80s, that shit was like 100K. And then if you equivalent to how much money that would be right now, man, that car is like 300, 400, damn near 500K. How fast the inflation and stuff went up. So, you know, America, spoiled, and not even spoiled, man. Americans aren't as rich as they would like to be. I'm not even going to lie, man. Let a $400 surprise pop up. Like a $400 emergency surprise pop up. Most Americans don't got it. That's why I be laughing and I'll be laughing at some of the dudes here on the internet. I'm like, man, I see dudes running around here calling people broke and looking down on people, and it's like, bro, the majority of Americans don't have it. And sad to say, that's just how it is. They drained the American people's pocket like a swamp, throughout COVID. Hold on. Yeah, this shit is by design, you know. It's like, damn, that shit crazy. I'm like, dang, you know. You got a lot of number crunchers here on YouTube and in these manosphere spaces. Like, why don't they talk about that? You know, you said big tech is in Trump's pocket. Why can't I see y'all comments? Okay, but yeah, you know, but everybody going crazy over Carmelo Anthony. I know Charleston White going to say something. A bunch of shout outs to the sisters that that's looking out for the community though. That's kind of what black men wanted from a lot of black women and sisters and stuff like that. I'm glad, when certain sisters get put in a position of power, they help out, certain brothers in need and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, there's nothing like a beautiful sister in power, or you know what I'm saying, looking out for a brother and stuff like that. That shit is priceless. Being how we got so many people, you know, um, you know, so many people. Uh, Hold on. Look at God Hand's goofball ass. This is how you know his ass don't got good hearing. I didn't say you could buy a factory for $100, dumbass. I said you can run a factory that's making your clothes and all kinds of stuff for $100 in China. You don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say you could buy a factory. When the fuck did I say you could buy a factory? I said you can get your clothes made and you can run a factory. You can have a factory produce your items and your clothing and stuff like that for less than 100. or around 100. That's another problem with this fucking space, man. Y'all like niggas have selective hearing. You know, it's like don't even go listen to podcasts and shit like that. That's what I be telling y'all. Y'all gotta go do shit and go experience shit for yourself because um you can't rely on a nigga with two ears because you will say something and they just don't they still don't hear what the hell you saying. You know what I'm saying? He thought he ate. Like, nah, you ain't ate, bro. You deaf. Like I was saying, you got a lot of people that like to run and gossip like women and shit around here. Like I was saying, if you go to China, you can have your own shoes, you can have your own clothing, your own jeans, everything. You can have all your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? For cheap, you know. And your logo and everything. You can get a logo made on Fiverr for like $5, and you can get them to stamp that on everything. You know, Chinese people, they make they're very efficient. They hold on. They're very efficient. But like I said, people are running back and they're like, oh, America's been lying to us and oh, stuff is cheaper in China. Now you got niggas acting like they gonna fly to China. Ain't nobody about to fly to no goddamn China, and it's crazy because a lot of Americans slept on China. You know, no American really, especially a lot of the Black Americans, my bad, but no Black American really sat back and people really didn't sit back and think like, why does America buy a whole bunch of shit from China? Because it's cheap. Because it's cheap. Look at how we could have got phones from iPhones and shit from India, and niggas ain't gonna do that. It's like, we're not gonna put that in a position. If they start buying electronics and shit from India, India has no choice but to put a tariff on they shit. Because then again, what are the Indian people gonna use? They got a cell phones to their own people, and if America start buying them up and stuff like that, well, guess what? America just turned around and created all over again. Another China, and if they're getting it from China, well, guess what? China gonna put a price on that. You know, so it's just a pissing contest, a horrible pissing contest. But Trump might not be. I mean, and I don't even know. I can't even say Trump not even attached to his phone like that to even sit down and be like, hey, the majority of Americans are being sedated by technology. You got AI teaching kids now. There's not going to be a need for kids to go to school. You just get on your computer and get the AI to teach your children. For the most part. You know. Um, what was I about to say? I can't say Trump is not engulfed in social media also because guess what? He's on Twitter. You did? He's on Twitter. He's engaged with social media. He knows, he's in cahoots with Elon and stuff like that. How did he not know that America, you know, is getting most of their tech from China, even though he does know? A lot of people think that China is spying on America with all of this stuff. That's why a lot of people are afraid to use DeepSeek, you know. So it's interesting. I mean, it's all about gathering information, but I'm not gonna lie, when you get into the bubble of China, China got a lot of stuff going on. China got flying cars. They got high speed trains. They got trains that, man, listen. China's living in a completely different world. A lot of places in Asia is living in a completely different world. I just saw in Japan, you know, when it snows on Japan's roads, they got sprinklers coming out of the road that sprays water. And look at how America be tearing up the roads right before it snow. Like y'all be watching y'all tax dollars go down the drain every fucking year. They literally tear up the road a couple of months right before and put down new pavement right before they about to put salt back down on the ground. Literally. I've literally seen them in the summertime tear up the road, and in the fall time I'm like, why y'all putting down new pavement here where y'all about to sprinkle a bunch of salt on the damn road when the snow comes and be doing the same shit all over. I've seen them niggas fix one road like 10 times. 10 times. Craziest shit ever. Why? You know? You said big tech is in Trump's pocket. Yeah. I got the stocks going up and down. I think a lot of people should sit back and just watch the stocks game. I mean, now it's just it's a millionaire's game. Um, I think the market would have been a little bit better if Munger was still around. You know, rest in peace to him. You know, for what it's worth. Munger was still around. Yeah, I think Buddy Buddy would be calling everything down the center. I haven't really heard too much from Warren Buffett since Trump got in, but I think I saw something where they said Berkshire Hathaway is doing good. Um, Honestly, too, I need to buy some more of that because it actually is doing well. Um, Donald Trump's stock, DJT, is doing well. Couple of stocks are doing well. You know, despite what's going on, with the market right now. I think what did Bitcoin go back to like 85? I heard or something like that. I don't know. I've been out the loop. I've been working. You know, y'all hit the like button, support the show, Player Talk Radio. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of different stuff. Hold on, y'all. Got a lot of different topics to cover. Like I said, Carmelo Anthony. There's a judge too. His a sister. Couple of them actually. She done shot her husband while he was asleep or something, and I think she was like the first black judge to do something like historically and stuff like that. She done shot her husband up, and they kind of trying to sweep it under the rug, but you know that shit crazy. You know, I don't know how that story's gonna pan out. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, what was I about to say? I'm looking at something and it's not working. Hold on. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. But yeah, I'm looking at this, right? There's another sister that they got that shot her husband while he was asleep. They said she shot him like 4 or 5 times. he survives, gets out the hospital, and comes back and guns her down. That's another story that's out. Told y'all about the other guy that walked into I think it was the child support court or the courtroom, and he basically unsubscribed himself in front of the whole courtroom. It's like, damn. Lot of stories out here. Um, Bad Baby, Cash Me Outside. How about that? Uh, she up there spilling the beans to Moneybag Yo girl, Ari Fletcher, doing some fake cooking show. That shit is goofy. She done spilled the beans on Chief Keef. She done spilled the beans on her security guard. They used to date her mother and all kinds of shit. She just telling on everybody. You know, that's crazy. A lot of stuff to cover. What else? I was just thinking about something. It's so much topics to cover. I don't even know where to start. I have no idea where to start. And where to end either. But we done hit 4K. I'm gonna be making some changes to the channel. Um, we are in the red, but if you guys could hit the like button and definitely, like I said, support the show, that it will be very, 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 very much appreciated. Um, we have a lot of stuff coming up, and like I said, we following Elon Musk, following Trump, following the whole politics. So we got definitely got a show coming about, all of this stuff that's going on. Definitely got another show following up, obviously with the Carmelo Anthony case. Definitely got another show following up. We still got the Rumble show that's gonna happen too, with us streaming some movies. Shouts to Ant T. He had a request. Uh, I'm looking for that Kanye film. That shit kind of went and left. We definitely are gonna chime in on the whole Kanye thing still, and what's going on with that. Because like I said, bro was in a Christian garb, technically, and that's ironic how how even something like that, calls a lot of Americans bluff. People in America calls their bluff too, because guess what? Christianity is damn near the religion of American. You know, Christianity is like the default religion of America. On our money it says, "In God we trust." You know, what do you mean by that? I mean, obviously we know what's meant by that, but hold on, y'all. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we just got a lot of topics to cover, man. A lot of loose topics. Music wise, nothing's really going on. Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, Big U, they snitching on each other. Again, another rapper that died in Chicago. What else is new? Um, Yak Gotti's back home, so that's cool. YSL. Um, People going in on Woody because Rollo and YSL Mondo's hanging out with him. What else is going on? I know there's something I'm missing. I don't have my notebook with me. I usually write down some of the topics I want to cover, but what's going on? What's going on, Chaos? Peace to you. But listen, we're gonna have another show later on today. Make sure you guys hit the like button, support the show. If you already hit the like button and supported the show, thank you so much. I'll give you a shout out on the wall or on the next show at the beginning. Listen, I'm gonna take a nap. A lot of stuff going on. It's Player Talk Radio. Um, y'all hit the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. It's Player Talk. Peace.